What's up, my friend? It's good to see you. If you're familiar with my channel or you're already subscribed, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell to get fast alerts whenever I drop a video. Thank you. So I'll try to make this intro short because this video is already long. First, I want to say, if you haven't already seen the 2 videos within my Hood Shenanigans series, I suggest you go watch them right now. If you haven't seen them at all and you go into this next part of the video, you won't understand a thing. Nada. Okay? Links to the 2 videos are within this video description. Make sure you check them out. Now, if you don't know, my name is CorNR, Nate Reynolds. I'm an upcoming director and content creator, and I just did my first interview on my mini-series titled Hood Shenanigans. Make sure you check it out. Enjoy.
We have Nate Reynolds in the building. CorNR, what's up?
What's up, brother?
What's going on, bro?
I'm cool.
How you feeling?
Very, very tired, man.
Tired?
Team no sleep.
What you mean it's only 3 o'clock?
I know. I'll be staying up all night, you know what I mean, to do editing.
I feel you, man.
Yeah.
You know the grind don't stop. Okay, so we're here to talk about one of your most esteemed projects, Hood Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Hood Shenanigans. There's so many questions like surrounding this project that you put out, and like we're here to like talk about it, get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's get to it.
All right. So can you describe like what is Hood Shenanigans? Like what were you trying to accomplish with the video that you put out?
So Hood Shenanigans is my comedy drama series that I started last year, March 2018, with the first video titled just Hood Shenanigans. And then the second video I dropped is titled Hood Shenanigans Karma, which is the second video in the series. This series basically consists of things that go around in the hood, shenanigans, mostly mixes comedy and drama, but it's more so drama, stupid shit.
Yeah, like I bet you can go like for hours on that topic. When you describe Hood Shenanigans as a series, what exactly do you mean? Hood Shenanigans 1 and 2, they seem connected, but not really. Like the characters aren't the same. So could you explain like what you mean by a series?
So when I say series, I call it a series, even though the events and videos are not directly related, I'm still focusing on things that occur within the hood. So it could be a different hood somewhere else. It doesn't have to be exactly related, but what I'm really trying to capture here is just hood mentalities within certain people, how things go in the hood, basically. The characters are not linked at all, really. There's different storylines. It's almost like a standalone type of TV series. I don't know if you know about the show Black Mirror.
I've seen a few episodes.
Okay, yeah.
So pretty much what you're doing is like you have this broad umbrella theme, and then beneath the umbrella you have different, you know, stories underneath that umbrella, but all fit, you know, that broad theme.
Exactly.
Okay, I feel it. I got you. So Hood Shenanigans, this was your first video that you put out as a content creator. What actually motivated you to create the video?
That was at the time where I was seeing a lot of content creators on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook get big off of, you know, what they put out. I always felt like I had it in me to do stuff like that, like create videos, because I'm an artist, and I just thought, why not give it a shot for myself? If they can do this, I can do this. You know, I'm an artist. I mean, I feel like everyone's an artist, but everyone puts their own spin on things and does things different ways, which makes each of us unique. So I created Hood Shenanigans as my first video because I thought that, you know, it would be a good fit for my first video. People in my town seeing me come out and do this, and they're just like, oh snap, Nate out here creating, you know what I mean? I ain't never pictured him like this. He a pretty introverted, laid back guy, but now he's out here making videos. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to test the waters, I should say. I get you.
And now that you put your foot in the waters, how do you feel the outcome, the end product turned out?
With the Hood Shenanigans video, the first one I did, I felt like it was a success. I got a lot of feedback from that first video, and I feel like we did a good job as far as acting. There were 3 other actors and 4 of us, including me. And we had good chemistry within acting. I directed it, I co-directed it, as well as the one who filmed it, he helped me direct it. Shout out Cam. But I feel like we did a good job.
Okay. Yeah, like I felt the vibe through the whole video, like y'all had some good on-screen chemistry. So like during the climax of Hood Shenanigans, your first one, you chose songs from like C Murder and Chief Keef. Like it's kind of odd, like the song choice is kind of weird. Was it just like a random choice of music, or was there like a specific thing that you were going for with the selection that you chose?
It was very specific. I chose C Murder. I think C Murder down for my niggas. I chose that song kind of to symbolize what the characters were experiencing at that current moment. My character, he wanted to take the bike from this guy who's always coming down the street acting like he's the king, and I wanted my buddy to help me. He didn't want to help me, my friend. So I was trying to get him to help me, but he was scared to. So basically I'm like, if you're really down, you're gonna help me. So that's why I used that song to kind of portray that type of feel towards the storyline. I used Chief Keef Finado really because how it sounded, but mainly because I wanted to use that song to express how the character, the guy on the bike, felt as he was going down the street. You know, he always feels, you know, like he's the god or the king, and he always has his chest out and everything. So it was just kind of to offset what we were going through and kind of show some contrasting between the two set of characters.
I get that. I feel like one of the most difficult things as a content creator, given people's small attention span, is that you have to create content that engages within a short period of time. And it's hard to do proper character development within a short period of time. So I see that what you were doing with the music, you were actually just trying to build an aura around them. You were trying to build the character with the music selection. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. Explain the bandanas. It seems like the characters in both of the Hood Shenanigan videos that you put out, they always have one. Is there any significance behind the bandanas? Like Crip, Blood? What's up?
No, I'm not a Crip or Blood. I'm not associated with any gang, but I know of these gangs and I know how gangs kind of operate. You know, looking on from the outside, I can't tell you everything, but you hear about gangs in the news, just in certain people's songs, and just how gangs operate from the outside. You know, you never know what people are actually doing and how they actually act, but you can see things. And I feel like a lot of gangs, or Crips or Bloods, or maybe other gangs, are associated with bandanas. I wasn't trying to express in my videos that, oh, he's a Blood or anything. I used the red bandana in Hood Shenanigans 1 because I just felt like it looked good on me at the time. Then I used the black one in Hood Shenanigans 2. I only have red, white, and black bandanas right now, so they were just in my selection. So I used them to kind of portray that kind of like gang, crime-related activity stuff that goes on within the hood. I wasn't trying to say that they were definitely in a gang, but I guess I got inspiration from how gangs use bandanas.
Got you. Red life.
Young and May.
Let me stop. Okay, so I get that. So you said growing up, like, you weren't affiliated with any gangs, you ain't gangbang, you ain't do none of that stuff, but it somehow found its way into your videos. Like, are you a fraud? Like, what's up?
I could see where you're going with that. No, I feel like that type of, hood mentalities are within the black culture. I'm not saying every black person is a hoodlum or a criminal, or they associate themselves with the activity that I exhibited in Hood Shenanigans. But I know that it does play a big part in hip hop culture, rap culture, and how we see it in movies and other television series. So I was just using what I know or what I've seen and trying to put my own spin on it. I'm not trying to express that, oh, I've been through this before. No, nothing like that. I've never been through any of that before. I don't ever want to have to go through any of that. But I was just taking an idea and putting my twist on it.
Okay, sort of like those movies like Friday,
American Gangster. I mean, you can name any of them.
Okay, so I see that you're trying to just put your own perspective on like what goes down in the hood.
Because even
one thing that some people might be a little weary about is what you're actually promoting with your videos. So if you didn't grow up in like gang culture and do all that type of stuff, like, why are you talking about it? Why do you want to put this out as a source of entertainment for young black people, or maybe not even black people, just any young person?
I see what you're saying here. It's like, if you're not doing it and if it's bad, why are you putting it out here for entertainment?
I mean, bad is subjective.
Yeah, it is.
Like, there's some people out there be like, yo, like, that's what I do. Like, I live for that.
Yeah,
But
I think it's an interesting topic or set of topics to focus in on. I didn't really do this with Hood Shenanigans, the regular one, the first video, but with Hood Shenanigans Karma, I put like a twist on it, almost to like teach a lesson. With the first video, I didn't really do that, but moving on, I'm gonna start doing that. So I'm kind of using it not to just show people like, these are the things that's going on, maybe you should do them or whatever. I'm kind of using it to provide entertainment, but also to provide lessons. And this may be why you shouldn't be associating yourself with this type of activity. But you can say the same for all the famous movies, you know. I mean, are those people really about it? I mean, these famous directors, they make movies, and
that's true. Like that's a conversation that, you know, people have had in the past about what we consistently put out as Black people and entertainers. What are we trying to promote within our community? So I see where you're trying to go with it. Like you're presenting like issues that pop up in the community, and then you're gonna also present a solution or the outcome. You're trying to teach people what actually can happen coming from that. Do you feel that you put way more time into Hood Shenanigans Karma compared to Hood Shenanigans 1?
Yes, I do. With Hood Shenanigans 1, it was my first video like we talked about before. So I didn't even really know what I was doing. I mean, people were like, oh, you're a natural or whatever. You seem like you already know how you want it and everything. I did co-direct it. Yes, I did star in Hood Shenanigans 1 and Hood Shenanigans 2. But I didn't really know what I was doing with Hood Shenanigans 1. I thought about what we talked about previously, promoting wrongful activity. And I feel like Hood Shenanigans 1 focuses on bad activity within the hood, and it's comical, but it doesn't really show any learning lesson. Why am I putting this out? So with Hood Shenanigans 2, yes, I did put a lot of work into it so that I could put a lesson into it as well for others to take with them. I don't want people just taking this with them and then they're just like, oh, maybe I should do that, or what was that about? I want them to actually understand where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I mean, some people might even think like, we all know this is bad, this is not something that like we gonna do and whatnot, but like young people are very impressionable. So you do have to worry about what type of message that you're sending.
Yeah.
So what's interesting in Karma is that you actually play two different roles. Why this time around, for that second video, did we see a decrease in actors as compared to your first Hood Shenanigans video?
So a decrease in actors. It's hard being a content creator and making actual videos and skits where you need a whole lot of actors or actresses. So in my first video, Hood Shenanigans, at that time, it was a lot of people down to help because it was like something new. They were like, yeah, we're gonna help you out. In my second video, people were still down to help, but it wasn't as, yes, we'll help you. Because I've been doing it for a while. They're like, well, you know, I got my own stuff to worry about. And I'm not, you know, bad talking to anybody right now. That's fine, you know what I mean? I did have decreased availability for actors for Hood Shenanigans Karma, which is why I had to play 2 roles in that video, because I originally had 4 characters in line for that video. And I thought that I was gonna get the help, but it turned out I didn't, so I had to fulfill that role through myself. That's why I've played the 2 roles. And on that day, it's actually funny, it was a heat wave during that day. So that probably played into why certain people didn't want to come out in the heat. Like,
yeah,
I
I'm
understand.
backing out, exactly.
Yeah, but I want to definitely shout out the 2 guys who helped me with that video, Hood Shenanigans Karma, the second Hood Shenanigans video in the series, because I understand it was a heat wave and we were out there for like a good 2 to 3 hours. So I really appreciate that. So
Yeah, that's
to
love.
y'all.
That's love. So sometimes in life, we do run into these problems, right? Like you said, like the people didn't want to come out and film in the heat. Like that's tough to do.
Definitely, yeah.
You know, but you definitely you got a chance to actually flex your Eddie Murphy muscle. You know, you're playing 2 different characters. Like so, sometimes that's necessary, and it shows you in a growth type of role where you can put on 2 different faces, which is also cool to see. You know, was that difficult for you, being in 2 different roles and trying to like differentiate one versus the other?
Not so much with the physical, but I noticed that I didn't really change up my voice tone in the second character that I was fulfilling in Hood Shenanigans Karma. People could argue it's like, that's not authentic. What are you really trying to do here? It's confusing. but I felt like I did the best of my ability. We were out in a heat wave, you know, I really wasn't thinking about it. I was trying to get the video done so my peoples could go home. It was difficult, but I tried to disguise myself. Other guy, he had sunglasses on, and then I had the white bandana and all that, but yeah.
So would you classify yourself as more of an actor or more of a director or writer?
Definitely not a writer. I can write really well, but my writing skills as far as creating a very, very good story could use a little work, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I can be a good actor at times. I just have to really work on it. But at the top of my list, I feel like I'm best at directing.
What internal place do you have to go to actually get in tune with the characters that you were playing in Hood Shenanigans? Since you said, you know, growing up you weren't, you know, really about it like that. How did you assume those characters?
I basically used what I saw in movies and television and just what I see around my neighborhood, my hood. Sometimes you experience being around certain characters like that by being in your own town. So I basically used certain language, certain voice tones, things that people within the culture say, like our culture, to try to express that's the type of person that this guy is in this video. So basically observing, taking it, having that as knowledge, and then put my twist on it.
So we see a huge transformation from the content of your first video in the series to your second. Can you just go over briefly the goals in each production separately and then relate them both to the main concept of the Hood Shenanigans series?
I think we talked about this already, we kind of touched on it. With Hood Shenanigans 1, I didn't really put that much emphasis on what I was really trying to portray. I just use it as, this is my first video, I'm gonna make some funny stuff, I hope people like it. But with Hood Shenanigans Karma, the second video in Hood Shenanigans series, I wanted to still give that comical feeling off, but really dive more into the plot and storyline. Show something of it, like show a good message of it. What I did differently in Hood Shenanigans Karma, I added more to the plot. It was longer than the first one. I also put in different types of shots, really getting in depth on certain angles and stuff, because this is when my true directing side started to come out. In Hood Shenanigans Karma, I really wanted to not just make a video about some funny stuff, but I also wanted people to look at it, laugh, take something away from it. What I wanted people to take away from Hood Shenanigans Karma is that you can't trust everybody. My character, my main character that I played within Hood Shenanigans Karma got set up basically by people he thought he could trust. When you're in that type of field environment in the hood associated with that type of activity, you can slip up just like that. And that's what I was really trying to show. Like, is this really worth it? Can you really trust like other people in this type of environment? Like, no, you shouldn't really trust them, because you know, stuff can happen like that. So watch who you trust, be cautious with your energy, and do right things, and you probably won't even be in those type of situations.
Be cautious with your energy. I like that. I like that. One part of Karma that really got to me was towards the end, when the main character, the gentleman with the black bandana, when he was getting his ass stomped on. Okay, the visuals were so intense, so crazy.
You talking about when they got hit with the bat?
Right.
Pussy. Switch.
Let's go, get the money. We out.
You've been said to praise that specific short scene as one of your greatest visual depictions so far. Why is that?
I hold that specific scene up so high. I'm not valuing what's actually going on because it is pretty intense. I don't want anyone to go through that. Getting hit by a metal bat, that ain't fun, you know, you could die. But the way in which we had to film, act, and the way in which I had to edit it were very difficult to achieve for me, because at that time I was just beginning to really dive into editing for myself. The guy who used to film for me used to film and edit my stuff. So what I had to do at that time was really intense to depict that certain scene. And there was only 3 of us, so we had to act and film it together to try to make it look realistic. But I commend those guys. They really worked hard to help me achieve that.
And I commend you. That was an amazing scene.
Thank you.
So it's been confirmed that a Hood Shenanigans 3 is gonna be dropping. When should the people expect it, and would you be willing to like give us any small details about the new production coming out?
No, I'm not giving any details. It's like, Hood Shenanigans 3, Hood Shenanigans 3. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the title, because Hood Shenanigans 1 is just called Hood Shenanigans, and then Hood Shenanigans 2 is called Hood Shenanigans Karma. But there will definitely, yes, be a Hood Shenanigans 3. At this moment, I cannot release the exact information regarding about when it's going to be released. I can give you seasons, maybe summer 2019, fall 2019. I'm not pretty sure yet. Maybe even spring 2019.
Okay, so just tell the people this. Are there gonna be more metal bats?
Oh, gosh.
In the scenes?
Metal bats? I don't know about that. But maybe some other scary, frightening things, maybe. What I can tell you about Hood Shenanigans 3 is that it will be different. I'm trying something new. It's gonna be better than Hood Shenanigans Karma. Yes, stamp that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make it better than the prequels, so.
Got you. So how many Hood Shenanigans will there be?
So at this moment, to be honest, I really don't know. Maybe like 10. I'm gonna keep this going as long as I still have the fire within me. But you know, everything must stop, and then some things should be burned at certain points, because you know, some things just get dead. I think when I feel that it's time to put Hood Shenanigans to rest, then I'll do that and I'll make that decision. But as far as right now, I'm not sure how many. Just know they'll be coming.
And we're gonna hold you to that.
Okay.
Like some of these YouTubers, they be out here, you know, dropping series and they never finish. Asia Star,
Rank.
The Get Back 3, we still waiting on it.
Okay. I've been through it before, yeah. We gotta do better.
We have to do better. So for the second Hood Shenanigans video, there were no returning actors except for you. Was this intentional by you? And will the videos that are following, because we're holding you to it, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, will they follow this pattern? Will there ever be like a video in the series where we don't see you?
So, Hood Shenanigans 1 and Hood Shenanigans Karma, yes, there are no returning actors in Hood Shenanigans Karma. The actors that were in Hood Shenanigans 1. I am the only returning actor in Hood Shenanigans Karma. It wasn't supposed to be set up like that. There were supposed to be returning actors in Hood Shenanigans Karma because I feel like they did a good job in the first one. Why change it? But it had to be done because sometimes, like we talked about before, you know, you don't always get everyone you want. Some people might not be available. But I still liked what the guys in Hood Shenanigans Karma had to offer. I felt like it was even better than Hood Shenanigans 1, the acting in it. So if people are available, yes, I'm so glad to bring back actors that already been in previous Hood Shenanigans. If they're not available, then it's like, well, I gotta go search for these new people that wanna help me out or star in Hood Shenanigans, you know, just cause like they like acting. There may be a certain Hood Shenanigans where I'm not starring in it. I might just sit back and just direct. So maybe not. What's up, y'all? It's CorNR here. Thank you for tuning in to my Hood Shenanigans interview. Hood Shenanigans 3 is coming, y'all. Make sure you tune in. It's gonna be litty. All right? Peace and love.
Hey there, my friend. If you made it this far, give yourself a pat on the back, because you a real one. That video was long, right? I hope you enjoyed the interview on my comedy drama series, Hood Shenanigans. Like I said, Hood Shenanigans 3 is coming and it's gonna be different. We coming hard, you feel me? Wait, hold up, that's not it. Hold up. Hey, if you a real one, share this video for me, please. If you could also give this video a huge thumbs up right now, I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you. And don't forget to drop me a few comments down below. Thanks for watching. God bless you. And we out.